Hello and welcome everyone. My name is Meepolis and this is Literally Graphic. And today we are doing my wrap-up video on the shoujo manga series Lovely Complex by Aya Nakahara. Definitely check out my initial thoughts video if you want to hear more about why I decided to pick up this series again. So far, it's probably the only series in any sort of medium that I've finished twice. So that's cool. Skipping over some of the publishing info, which is always in my initial thoughts videos, I should probably come up with specific review questions for series wrap-up videos, shouldn't I? I guess the warning for this series is bad defense of things, whether it being cis women being too tall and cis men being too short, or a character exploring their trans identity. It seems safe to say that the overall message of the series is pretty positive and self-accepting, but it still says some things that haven't aged well and might be triggering. Digging into some series stats, Lovely Complex is 17 volumes in total, with 14 rated 3 out of 5 stars and 3 rated 2 out of 5 stars. Maybe a bit too high there. I was generally a bit disappointed with the series, and each 2-star volume stood out as a particular drag. I certainly feel like the series meandered around too much and couldn't really justify its length. This series was also super innocent, which is hypothetically fine, but really felt like once they got together, there was no further ways to progress. My love story, for example, also has the two romantic interests get together right at the start, but their relationship continues to develop and they grow as people. That isn't to say that the characters don't grow at all. Trying to keep details to a minimum, Risa and Ōtani have to overcome their initial prejudices and ideas about love to come together, overcome people wanting to break them up, most of the plot lines, and jealousy. This series also follows them through high school, so by the end they have to figure out what they want to do with the rest of their lives. Well, class, race, ability versus disability, and even sexuality are not really touched on at all. Gender performance keeps popping up. Is Ōtani manly enough? Is Risa womanly enough? Can someone's gender be misidentified at birth? Well, I would say overall the answer to the questions is yes, be yourself. It all isn't always communicated in the best way and is still sometimes used as, quote, jokes. As I mentioned in my initial thoughts video, this was very much a nostalgic reread where I wanted to re-examine the thoughts I had during my initial read-through, but this stuff has not / will not age well. Now, if only I could finally get through the entire series of My Love Story! ! By all, keep reading and resist white supremacy. And as always, Literally Graphic is recorded on the traditional territory of the Mississaugas of the Credit First Nation and Anishinaabe people, the Haudenosaunee Confederacy, and the Huron-Wendat Nation. I live here because of British colonization, Indigenous genocide, and more geographically specific, Treaty 13, also known as the Toronto Purchase, which was finalized in 1805 between representatives of the Crown and certain Mississauga peoples. This treaty was a lie and has since been broken many times over. Saying so reflects only my own small steps towards knowing the truth and does nothing for reconciliation.